ENSCO, that way you are at the moment. So please join us on the YouTube as well. No sound. Everyone,
We are just having
welcome to today's live show. So we are also live on YouTube and Facebook.
so just give us a sec. I am having a little bit of issues with my YouTube stream. So just give me a sec. Let me fix it. So you guys can help us in getting some more viewers here. Okay.
Can you guys please double tap on the screen so we can get more viewers? Hi, Linus, Lizzie, how are you?
Okay.
What happened to this?
This is what I wanted. I wanted the solo layout.
Yes,
All right.
we
So
have got it.
we are here, guys. Um, so Lizzie, please help me in getting some more viewers, and you can start posting your questions. So we were one of our TikTok follower, Lioness Lizzie. We were together in National Diversity Institute's opening ceremony yesterday, and we have one of our another acquaintances, Miss Patty Patrover Kipkombe. So she has opened this National Diversity Institute, and she had a great inauguration ceremony which happened yesterday. So we joined that yesterday, and it was great to catch up with everyone. And great initiative from Patty, from originally from Kenya. So we met lots of people out there yesterday. So if you guys need our assistance, you can see our details here, and if you guys have any questions that can be answered here, we would love to assist you guys here. Preferably, please bring all the questions on YouTube or on Facebook, because it is easier for us to share screen with you there. But if you are not able to come to those platforms, you can post your question here as well. We have 14 viewers on TikTok at the moment, maybe 3 or 4 viewers on Facebook or on other platforms. So start posting your questions, and we will love to help you with your questions today. Yep, Manjot, can you please help me with some questions?
Sure, sir. I'm having my biggie.
That's good.
So still there is no sound, Bikram.
Can you guys hear us, especially on TikTok?
Are we audible at the moment?
Yes. Okay, that's good.
Thanks, Kapoor.
Okay.
Pulkit, 20. Mehboob, let's get answer to your questions, guys. So, guys, please keep double tapping on screen so we can get more viewers. More viewers means more questions, and then we can answer your more questions, so you can have an idea of Australian migration and all those things. Okay. So, Mandeep Kaur is saying, Sir PT will consider for a 482 after 13th September.
I think they have published on their website. So new PT changes for 482 would be applicable after certain date. I haven't quite read that, but yes, I've heard other agents, and we have had a chat with other agents in the group, where they mentioned that it is going to start in
Yes, Mandeep, if
September.
there will be any change, then obviously if it wouldn't be a much score. I think there would be a
So there's not a
equivalent to the
big
60,
change,
yeah.
but still, these new scores are, I think, going
I
to
think the
benefit
most of
with-
the because most of the people are targeting for GSM visas. I think they have at least 6 each band scores. I think
minimum requirement
they
is
wouldn't
6
ask
each.
for more than 6 each. What
No,
I'm
no,
expecting.
not more than 6 each. I think their scores will stay 5 each, but the definition of 5 each would change with new changes in PT. So the definition, I think it's going slightly lower as compared to in certain modules. So I have to actually check. I can't really answer that question on top of my head. What are different scores for that matter?
Harvinder, civil engineering draft person, still a good option for PR with 80 points. So yes, sir, please. So
civil
you
engineering
have to
drafts
answer in
person,
this case.
civil engineering, 80 points.
Is it a still?
Harvinder, look, don't be too hopeful. If you are looking for say 189 just on the basis of points, I think 80 points are not very competitive, because you could easily see people with 90 or 95 points. This occupation has been invited in last rounds, but at this stage we have over 10,000 EUIs. So at 80 points, I wouldn't be very confident if you were my client whether you get invite or not. So 80 points are on lower side if you're
So let's
completely going on.
Yes,
points.
let's get to the YouTube. So we have a question from Sneaky. Sneaky is saying, what are the opportunity of special education jobs and PR?
Special education. I think you're looking at special education. Look, we haven't done.
Can you please elaborate your question?
So special
Sneaky?
education. I know what they are mentioning here. So special education. So if you have, if you look at a Department of Home Affairs for special education, you get extra points. So that's the question.
Special education.
We haven't done many visas for special education.
You mean?
You see,
I don't have any idea about the special education.
You see here. I'll show you. I'll be able to read it for you. Just give me 1 sec, okay?
I think we should go in stream, special stream.
I can get a link from here, because they talk about special education here.
You mean PhD and doctorates?
I think there are certain other. Specialist education qualification. This is what they're looking.
Can you open this?
Yeah. All right, here we go. So I'm going to show you and read it for you just on the screen here.
I think special education teacher after doing Master of Teaching in Special Education.
Yeah, we'll read it together.
To
so the postgraduate degree by research, doctorate or master's must be awarded by an Australian education institution after. Is that the question? I think this
the context is different.
If that is your question, then probably you need to read this. So this is a screen from Department of Home Affairs.
So yes, specialist education qualification. PhD. They are saying for
even masters or research or even PhD could be specialist education. Should involve biological sciences, chemical sciences, earth sciences.
Basically, they are targeting STEM.
Yeah, IT and other fields. Master by research or doctor from Australian education institution that has 2 years academic year. You can claim extra points. So definitely those occupations are high demand. There are high chances you'll get.
So Sneaky is saying special education teacher after doing Master of Teaching in Special Education.
Special education, absolutely. Master of Teaching in Special Education is pretty good. If it is a special education, if you get skills assessment in special education, it is as good as other teaching degrees. Okay.
So Will God is saying, when will state allocation publish? So $1
million question, and I'm still trying to find answer for that. We really don't know. I'm not sure.
It would be surprise for everyone.
Mm-hmm. We really don't know. Actually, look, last year states were open by this time. They had announced the criteria. Some of the states were open for state nomination applications. This year is different. I am really not sure they're overhauling the point system or not, but that is one thing I have in mind. Another thing in mind is this anti-immigrant protest, which is happening on 31st of August. It may also have bearing on government's decision of giving out this allocation for states. So I think there are a few things operating at the same time leading to this delay, we will know. Remember, it's not only that you guys need the state nomination, it is also the states that need the skilled worker. And they're also concerned because if there are employers out there who have people working for them, if these employers, if the state nomination does not open, and if these employers have to go for employer sponsored visa for their workers, then what's going to happen? It puts pressure on, because it's additional financial liability for the employer, especially if they go for employer sponsored visa to sponsor their workers. So it puts pressure on the government as a whole. So it's not only that you want it, it's also the states also want it, because the employers suffer if it doesn't happen. Okay. Roof plumber, 65 points, 190 New South Wales. All the best, Mehboob. And I think posting the same question again and again doesn't get the answer. We are we are preferring question on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So please bring all the questions there. If you guys want to search our YouTube channel, you can search with Mohinder Mara Agent. Mohinder Mara Agent. I think I also uploaded status on WhatsApp too, just a couple of minutes ago. So you should be able to find a Facebook or YouTube link directly from there too. So if you guys are watching a live show for the first time, and if you haven't hit that follow button so far, please do it now so you don't miss any questions in future. For all our TikTok viewers, I want everyone and all of you to continue double tapping the screen so we can have at least 50 viewers at any given point in time. Manjot, love for cricket. Food technologies.
Question for you only, because you're also a cricket fan.
Cricket fan, yes.
So
absolutely.
food technologist, 80 points for 190 and 90
Let me
points
have a quick look.
for the 491 offshore. So you are the offshore. What are the
Food
chances?
technologies. Let's have a look. Just having
80 points. How much experience do you have as a food technologist? I think they are also looking for the experience and English, especially English. If the person is talking about,
let's have a look at the number of UIs. That gives us a little bit of idea.
technologist.
So this is the screen. If you guys are able to see, I'm just answering this question related to food technologists.
Sagar, thinking moving to SA.
So food technologist is a
yes.
We are having look at food technologists at 80 or higher. At 80 or higher, we have roughly maybe 230 people at 80 or higher points. If you have 80 points, I think you still have a reasonably good chance of getting invited, because some of those people may get invited for
I think they're looking for a
as well.
quality experience and the superior English as well. So if the person is having a superior English and with good work experience, and then the person may get
food
invited.
technologies for 80 points for 190 and 90 points for 499 offshore. When we look at offshore, that's the 189 data, and then if we look at offshore, so in South Australia we have 275 people. It is difficult for us to see how many of those people are on 80 or higher points. If I was a food technologist at 80 points for 190 and 90 points for 491, I would do individual expression of interest to each state and wait for invite,
especially for the 491.
And if there is any room, and if there is any room for you to increase your points, then do it. If 7 each or 8 each or 90, or if you're able to do so, please do it. Okay. Next question was all of our TikTok family, please bring all the questions to YouTube or on Facebook. So on YouTube you can find us Mohinder Mara Agent. I can show you here on YouTube. Just give me a sec so you guys know.
So Norman Owen. So yeah.
So if you guys are able to, you'll be able to search Mohinder Mara agent. I hope you're able to see Mohinder.
Migration agent.
Sorry, Mohinder Migration Agent.
Australia.
So Mohinder Migration Agent Australia. This is our live show. You can see that we are live at the moment. Okay. So you can bring all the questions on YouTube. Okay. If you guys are watching a live show for the first time, please do not forget to hit that follow and subscribe button. Okay. So we were with Sanjeev. Sanjeev Agarwal. Very good question. Is the point system changing? I can't really confirm it, but it seems the department is doing something about it. If it doesn't change at the time of allocation for this financial year, it is going to change in next few months. So expect that to happen. Okay, I have to actually look at that migration strategy screenshot, a migration strategy document, and probably will make another video which will have information if it changes, what is going to change and how it is going to affect you. Okay, so guys, we have lots of questions coming on YouTube. So I am not at the moment taking questions on TikTok. Please bring all the questions on our YouTube or on Facebook. When the questions dry out there, then we will come back to you guys again. Okay. So, and if you don't know our YouTube channel, you can write in the comment box so we can help you finding our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so that question was for roof plumber. Let's have a quick look about roof plumber. And Manjor, please
Yes,
keep an eye.
We have got the roof number.
Yeah, so please keep an eye on this TikTok as well. If you find any question that you think is
Relevant.
worth addressing, yeah, we can do that right away. Okay, so roof plumber is again not very competitive, only less than 20 EOIs. So 189 high chances, and I think 189, 491, 190 very, very high chances. Plumber is a highly required occupation, so you have a very high chance of being accepted soon.
Even you can apply for the 189.
Yeah, 189
You may have
as
a
well
better
if
chances
65.
to get invite from for 189 as well. So I have got one question from in here from Sagar. Thinking moving to SA with 90 points, and I got 2 year of visa left. 190 as an RN is that a good move?
So Sagar, look, you've got 2 years of visa on you, which is great. South Australia has a requirement for people who come from other states is at least 12 months of work experience and 12 months of stay in South Australia. So if you move and if you're eyeing on 190 in South Australia, bear in mind you may be required to work here for at least for 12 months before you become eligible. Okay, these requirements may change in future, but this was the requirement for 2024-2025 financial year. Okay, Tasmania is a state. If you find a full-time job there, 190 could be possible from Tasmania because the requirements in Tasmania are either 3 months or 6 months, and you are able to gain those priority attribute points, especially that gold pass, very quickly as compared to South Australia. Okay, but Tasmania also requires people to stay in Tasmania at least for 2 years, and that's where the problem lies. That's where people hesitate to go back.
But
to
if
Tasmania.
we say about the nurse, I think nurse can have the same amount of money there and with the same lifestyle. It doesn't.
Just bear in mind, you may be required
it
to wait.
depends on occupation to occupation. If you are a nurse or if you are in a high demanding occupation, I think you can move to Tasmania and live there for the 2 years, and it wouldn't be any problem. There are still plenty of people there, those are living in Tasmania.
So Hassan Mahmoud, I came from TikTok here. Yes, Hassan, please ask your question. I think I've already answered your question, and the screen is currently showing the answer to your question. So we've got food technologies offshore. My agent is saying that if I have job offer from an Australian employer, it will increase my points of receiving an invitation. Does it work like that? So certain states, especially Tasmania, does value employment offer, but who's going to give you employment from offshore? It is literally impossible, because you may be food technologist in a different country. Unless you are a food technologist in countries such as Australia, New Zealand, UK, Ireland, USA, or Canada, because system in these 4 or 5 countries are more or less similar. Australia is very, very fussy when it comes to science occupations, because any person who comes from offshore does not directly gain those skills. They need to understand how things work in Australia, so it takes time. I come from a science background as well, and I'm just telling you from my experience. So it is going to be difficult for you to.
So there are a lot
It's
of
not
people,
about.
even they come on these kind of skilled visas, but they are when they arrive in here, then they feel hard to find a job in their relevant field. Yeah, it is our experience. Yes.
Okay, so next question was from Clone, Montana, 189 telecommunications network planner, Western Australia, 81.85 points. What are my chances? I can have a quick look. Telecommunications network planner. Hmm. Guys, if you're watching our live show for the first time, and if you haven't hit that follow button, please do it now. And if you have any friend or family member who needs to get some answers to their migration related questions, be it student visa, 485 visa, ART, partner visa, family visa, parent visa, 461 visa, you can reach out to us and you can post your question here. So I prefer to take questions on YouTube or on Facebook today, but we are also looking at questions that are being posted on TikTok as well. And whenever we find something very interesting, we would pick that question for answering. Okay. So I was looking at telecommunications network planner. Here we go. So telecommunications network planner. Not a like lot of EUIs, or only 472 EUIs. I'm not sure what your number of points. 85 points. 85 points. I think 85 points are just your own. So you are just only competing with 26 or more people. There are high chances for 189 as well. And similarly, if you are in Western Australia, we have 196 waiting, but a lot of people would be at 60, would be on 65, 70, 75, and 80 points. So you still have chances of getting invited just solely based on your points. States criteria may change this year. We don't know, but that's it looks pretty good to me so far. So good. Okay, Manjot, any other question from your side, from this side?
Okay. So one is from the Ishika Rizmi, environmental engineer, 90 points for 189. NSW, what are the chances for invitation in next rounds?
Ishika, look, we do not have like information that gives the exact idea whether there were any invites in that occupation.
But I have a rough idea about the New South Wales and Victoria. They are not about for environmental and agriculturist people. Because one of my friend has applied for a 491 in a regional area. So if you are thinking that you can get invite for the 189 or maybe for the 190 in New South Wales, or maybe in Victoria, then
Difficult,
very
yeah.
limited chances. If you just hit the 491, then you may get invite for the 491.
But 491 has different criteria. There, you may be aware, we have a 491.
Yeah, because I knew that he was just targeting
Your
for the
friend?
one. Yes, he was just targeting for the 190, and then I just asked him to just switch his EY for the 491 only. Then he got in the very next round he got the invite for the 491.
Invitation.
Yeah.
Was in Renmark.
No,
it was
in
Mildura.
Victoria. No, not in Mildura.
Ah.
No, not in
Okay.
Mildura. So he's in Victoria now, in Geelong at the
Okay.
moment.
That's good. All right. So next question was from Jasdeep Singh. Hi, sir. 80 points. RN, what are my chances for 189? I think Jasdeep, RN 80 points are pretty good. We are looking at.
Karan Sharma, can we? So meanwhile, I'm doing your answer. Can we submit EUI right now for the 190 before the state? Yeah, you can do your EUI. No, There is no issue for that. So we are searching for a registered nurse.
I'll go with probably NEC
NEC
for now.
backlog.
So RN NEC at 80 points or higher, we are looking at like 3 or 400 people, roughly 300 people. So 85.
Yeah,
Is that-
if
is that
someone is
80?
having a more than 80
80 points.
points by
So
just
80 or higher, you'll come in top 1,000. But I think the department can invite 1,000 registered nurses. This is the highly invited occupation in that sense. If you have any chance of improving your points by 5 more, it can make a huge difference. Okay, all the best.
SR. So did MBA skill assessment done, married in Melbourne, visa till 2028. What do you suggest? Suggestion is to book an appointment. So we will give you a whole plan.
Full plan. SR, it is not about, look, for those people who've got long 485 visa, you are the one who is going to struggle in long term if you don't plan now. Okay. Getting PR in Australia is all about planning and action. Planning and action. First of all, make sure the person who is advising you is highly knowledgeable, ethical, professional, and he does your work timely. Second thing, don't fall for someone who says I'm very experienced and who speaks the same language as you do, because you fall for language. Always fall for the knowledge, professionalism, ethical approach. So these are the things you need to keep in mind. More or less every agent does more or less the same stuff, but the way we do it is different. How much committed you are is different. That varies from person to person. At Endeavour Education and Migration Services, we commit to it. When you come and book appointment with me, I'm not going to leave any stone unturned to make sure that you understand what your options are and make sure that you take action at the right time. Along the way, we may be required to make a change in your plan, which we will do for you. Okay, we are not the cheapest, but if you come to us, I assure you that you're going to get the high standard service. And if things work out for you well, you may be moving to your PR pathways in 1 to 2 years from today.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So we can say if we conclude the Australian PR, that how we can get the PR for Australia. So just work on your skills. If you're working on your skills and you have a relevant
If someone's-
qualification, then you are on the right path.
If some
In either way, if you are a chef nowadays, we can see that there are plenty of chefs, but the chefs, those have a right skills, and if they're on a right place in a right restaurant, so they're getting the PR. It is simple.
you can still get invite, you can still get it, but
Yeah.
you got to have.
If not invite, then you may get
employer to
employer
sponsor
sponsored
you,
visa. So
as
if you
long
have
as
a 3 years of
skills.
experience, then you can get the direct PR through 186. There are plenty of ways, but it depends upon your skills. That how much skills do you have, and where are you working at the moment. So this is the thing.
Norman is asking, I filled extension in June, MBA with 2 units left, will complete in November 2025, successful chance. So Norman, it should be all right. We haven't had any refusals lately, especially for the extensions. We've got level 1, 2, and even level 3 universities and colleges. The visas have just come. Make sure you have enough evidence of funds if that was required for your visa application, and make sure your
Funds,
GT statement
yes.
and those things are properly attached. Like, this is where the problem lies. If your visa gets refused, then it complicates your scenario. I would also suggest, because you have lost your visa in June, it might come before November. But if your COE ends before your visa application is decided, then it can complicate your scenario as well. So make sure, if your visa decision does not come yet, talk to the college and probably continue the COE for a few more weeks and let the decision come, and then it would be easier for
Or you
to
can
go
update your COE accordingly. Okay.
accordingly. And then make sure that later on, once visa is granted, you have easy pathway to move on to 485 visa.
So Karan Sharma, I will come to your question. Sir, my agent told me that there is no point to do EOI before allocations open. Please help. So Karan Sharma, if you are doing your EOI by yourself, then that's okay. You can do now, even you can do afterwards when the state will open. If your agent is doing, then maybe he's doing the right thing. Okay. So
But I would say
it doesn't matter if you are doing now, if you're doing later.
the logic
So
here,
it depends actually.
the logic here is EOI, expression of interest, is done on Department of Home Affairs website. So EOI is valid for 2 years from the date you lodge it. Now, the problem we have is because 189 round has nothing to take with allocations. You got to understand this. So 189 round can come even if there is no allocation to the states, because allocation to the states is a different matter. The department tells them, hey, you got these many places for 491 and 190. But and then once these allocations are done, then the states, they adjust their own criteria, and then they open their state nomination program. So for state nomination program also you need expression of interest, but for 189 you only need expression of interest. It doesn't have anything to take with state nomination program.
Yeah.
For example, in last year September, we had a round on, I think 9th or early September, we had a round last year. Some of the states were not even open for state nomination at that stage. So if your occupation is eligible for 189 and you are not doing expression of interest, that means you're not positioning yourself in a way to give yourself the best chance to get invited. Okay, so answer to your question could be, I'm not saying your agent is wrong, but it is your duty to understand what your occupation is and which skill list it exists. So if it is a medium and long-term skill list occupation, then you must do expression of interest if you have minimum 65 points.
Yes.
And if you are looking at states program, when the states open for nominations, the states have their own criteria as well. So states have, sometimes they have ROI system. Sometimes some states, such as Queensland, they always ask for a fresh and new expression of interest. And there's no harm to do new EOI for Queensland at that stage when they open their state nomination program. But other states, such as South Australia, does not have any requirement for new expression of interest. So the same expression of interest that you use for 189, or maybe a copy of that, can also be used for South Australia nomination as well, or other states nomination, unless the states specifically require people to have a fresh EOI. Okay, we got to understand, guys, this whole EOI system. This is where can you check?
Yes.
Outside. Okay, we've got another question. Sydney, Ali, 85 points for 491, New South Wales and Western Australia as community worker, chances, please. So 85 points, 491 New South Wales. So 491 New South Wales, if you are in New South Wales and you are targeting 491, pathway 1 should be your priority, and we are waiting for them to announce New Year's criteria. So we would have more information about it later. Okay.
So Billa Adelaide, hi bro, in 494 visa we need an insurance, or so Billa Adelaide, you are covered with Medicare. So you can apply for the Medicare for 494 visa. 494.
I'm not sure.
Yes, yeah, I have recently checked.
For 494?
Yes.
Could be. May have to check department.
Yeah. No, it doesn't have to go with
because
the
191.
So you can check with the Services Australia
Services
website
Australia
as well.
Because these
But,
rules.
but it is covered. Yes, I have recently checked. It is
491 is covered for sure.
covered. Yeah, it is here.
494 as well.
The 491. Yes, it is covered. 494.
That's
Yeah,
good. So 494
it
is covered. It's written on their website. Okay, Rahul Gupta. Next question. 85 for 190, 95 for 491. Master of Cyber Security, Western Australia, working in the same field. Rahul, I think with 95 points, you are sitting on top, for especially for 491. I wish you all the best. Okay, that's all I can say. With the IT occupation, you can't really predict much. Okay, because they are not in priority. If an occupation is not in priority, then the department does not consider a lot of invites in that particular occupation, because they know if the employer needs the person, then they can probably give them employer sponsored visa. Neeraj Subedi, Sydney ICT support, working on same industry, 90 points, 189, no employer sponsor option. What are my options? So Neeraj Subedi, you need full consultation. I need to assess your whole circumstances and then provide you advice accordingly. So please book appointment. Guys, if you want to book consultation with us, you can simply head to our website at www.ems.com.au. Daljit पूछ रहे हैं scope of becoming Mara agent in Australia, how tough is clearing capstone exam? Very good question, Daljit. Daljit, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹਦਾ ਫੋਨ ਹੀ ਕਰ ਲਿਓ ਵੈਸੇ. What is the scope of becoming Mara agent? So if you want to become a registered migration agent, first of all, you're required to, you can study on temporary visa as well, but for you to get license, you must be Australian citizen or permanent resident. So the requirements change very frequently, but the latest change happened, I think, in 2021, just before 2019 to maybe 2020, around that time, when they changed this minimum requirement of education to graduate diploma, and then they added capstone. Capstone was there before as well, but it became relatively easier later on. So capstone requires you some practical knowledge and practical experience, and when you are studying migration law and practice, you really do not actually dig deep. You just study everything on surface. You actually become a migration agent after a few years of experience, when you're able, you know what actually you're doing and where you're studying and what you're referencing and things like that. So when you say, is it difficult or easy, it all depends on person to person. So it's all relative. For some people it is easier, for some people it is a bit difficult. It all depends on many different things.
So Boss G, wife need PT for 491 visa. Yes, 4.5 bands. I need to check. 4.5 equivalent to IELTS. Functional English, it means.
Okay, Subhash Sundaram, electrical engineer in New South Wales with 3 years of experience, having 90 points, 189, 95, 190. So I think electrical engineer would be pretty good at 90 points. Let me have a quick look.
So I also want you guys, if you get any help from us with these question and answers, and if you get invited in future, please inform us at least, even
invited
by coming in live or by commenting us that you got invite with our live shows or with our videos, anything like that. Please do that.
Share, yeah.
So so at least we can have some happiness with you guys, that we are helping, that we are doing a good job.
Shows. 90 points, so 170 at 90 points and higher.
So we are talking about electrical engineer. So for the 189, so we have so we are sharing a screen for with the ENSCO
database. So here we can see we've got like maybe,
so we are having a 174 or maybe so around
220 people,
220 people, around 90 or 95 points,
90 or higher points. So I think you got pretty good chances for 189.
Engineers are welcoming Australia, actually. So especially the civil engineers
Do get invited. Their priorities may change from time to time.
Yeah.
But as a whole, if you are engineer, electrical, civil, around 90 or higher points, it is just a matter of time, maybe this year or next financial year, but you would eventually get invited. Okay. But if you are on 65, 70, then the chances are very, very limited.
So the people on TikTok, we are also live on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Seems like we're wasting time here. I posted a question everywhere, you didn't answer. Sydney Ali, why didn't I answer your question? I think I picked your question.
Community worker, I think.
Community worker chances. I think I picked your question for answering. You're only asking for chances, right? I don't think. Look, we look at like chances when we look at community worker, and if you look at Western Australia can nominate people from other states for 491, but given the numbers, it seems very very competitive in this occupation.
So if I think he's living in Tasmania, in New South Wales, and you have just targeted Western Australia just for the nomination.
Even Western Australia has 971 people, right, waiting for invites, and I believe there would be at least 50, 60 or 70 people at the number of points you are having. That makes it very very competitive. Having relevant job can really help you, because you can then target 491 pathway 1 in New South Wales.
He may not have the job at the moment. I think
But
this
if you
is
don't
why
have
he's
job, then
targeting
explore
for,
other options.
He's targeting Western Australia.
So try for jobs. It is very very important. So it opens up your other options too. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, because there are a lot of questions that are just repeated questions. So if I have touched the question once, I won't go back.
This
again.
is why we usually ask, don't repeat the question,
Because you
please.
just keep
Yeah.
keep only ask your
Yeah.
question once only and wait for us
So,
to repeat
so
your
this is the
question.
best thing of YouTube and Facebook. The questions keeps in tweak.
Yeah.
So generally, it helps us to.
Okay, I think
answer one by
Sydney
one.
Ali, I have already answered your question. I hope you have your answer now. Okay, so there's nothing much on YouTube and on Facebook, so we will just stick with some questions on TikTok here. So guys, now we are with you on TikTok, so help me in double tapping the screen and share this live with your friends. And if you guys are watching us for the first time,
sir, one relevant question from the Karan Sharma, sir, how much gap is allowed? I mean, employment gap is allowed for the state nominations. What do you think, sir? Can you please answer this?
Karan, how much gap in employment is allowed for state nomination? So if you talk about South Australia, I'm not sure what state you are living in and what state this question relates to, but I'm generically going to answer these questions for South Australia. So South Australia mentioned on their website that the gap is accepted as long as it is reasonable. Reasonable means it is not a long gap. So for example, you quit one job today and you land another job in the similar occupation in 2 or 3 weeks, it's fine. Okay, and they didn't have any like black and white rule for that particular situation, but they had just mentioned that they're going to see those ROIs on case by case basis. Okay, so they look at it at a case by case basis. So there's no like specific thumb rule, but it all depends upon your case. Okay, Binil Daigai is asking, painting trade worker with 70 own points for Victoria, 190 chances working same industry. So Victoria is not very acceptable for trade occupations, especially related to construction. This is what we observed last financial year. We don't know how they are going to change their approach this financial year, but I believe being Victoria a big
usually
state,
they change their priorities time to time.
Yeah,
Sometimes
almost
they ask for the teachers and sometimes they ask for the trade workers. So yeah, it depends upon their system. Actually, it depends. It is always surprise to everyone. But yes, but
most of the times Victoria, if you look at 2024 2025, they most of the times
they were
gave
professional people, I think so.
professional, and they gave most of the trade occupations, they gave just 491, and that too very high points too. So as a painting trade worker, you can also get invited for 189, but depends how many people are there and how many invitations they consider. Do we know how many they are going to invite? We really don't know. If someone says that they know or they can retrieve that information, how many painting trade workers they invited last financial year, people are lying, and we don't want to give you out any information that we are not confident about. Okay, so make sure if you want valid and relevant information, make sure you subscribe or follow our channel so you don't miss live shows in future and many informative videos that we make from time to time. Neeraj is asking, my wife is working as a phlebotomist. I think this occupation isn't a skill shortage list, but can be skill assessed. Can we claim 5 points on that experience? Good question, Neeraj. So it is very important for everyone to understand, if you are claiming your spouse skill assessment points, they must also have 6 each minimum, and they must have skills assessment in an occupation which exists in the same list as the occupation of the primary applicant in most cases. For example, if your wife's occupation is available only in short-term list and primary applicant's occupation is available in medium and long-term list, then you can't claim points.
I think it may not be available on
Yeah.
on that list.
Relevant. It has to be on the relevant list. Okay, it is important to understand it has to be on the relevant list. Remember, if your occupation is in medium and long-term strategic skill list, you can get 189, you can get 491, you can get 190. If your occupation is in short-term list, you can get 190 and you can get 491. If your occupation is only in 491 list, you can only get 491. So whatever the situation of the primary applicant's skills are should also apply to the skills assessment of the secondary applicant if you're claiming 5 points.
I hope it helps. Production engineer in Victoria with 3 years of experience, 85 for 189 and 90 for 190. Can you please let me know what are my chances?
Look, production, Moti Verse Media, I think production engineer, if you are employed as a production engineer, you have high chances of 190, as long as your salary is reasonable. I would say for someone with 3 years of production engineer experience, and that too in Victoria, you should be close to at least 95 or 90, 95K or something, even close to 100 if you look at 3 years of work experience. But if you're working at 65 or 70K, that means it is on lower side. Victoria may not consider it, because Victoria pays a lot of attention to the income that you are claiming in your ROI, the figure that you put there, and they also consider superior English, and they also pay attention to your spouse, if you have any, their skills as well as their English.
So I'm taking questions.
Just give me 1 second. So Moti Verse Media, if you need assistance, I would recommend anyone who wants to discuss their profile in detail. Remember, on TikTok and on these social media platforms, in the live shows, we can only give you generic information, which may or may not directly apply to your individual circumstances. If you're looking for information that applies to you, then you can simply head to our website and book appointment from there. Guys, if you have any questions that you don't want to put on social media, you can also send us a message on WhatsApp. If you see our number, which is scrolling on the screen, if you're on Facebook and on YouTube, and on TikTok, we have a number in that background banner. You can see, please add this number on your WhatsApp as Mohinder Mara Agent or Endeavor Education and Migration. So in future, you don't miss any media that we post. We sometimes post video links, success stories on our WhatsApp as well. And you can also write a question on WhatsApp too if you are not able to write on open platforms. Okay.
So Ankush, how long for the 485 grant? If your medical has been done, and if you are waiting, it may grant in the next maybe 1 week to maybe
1 to 2 weeks. Yeah.
1 or 2 weeks. Yes, but it depends. If you are graduate from the university, then it may take seconds. And if you have done your medical as well.
So we had like
3 weeks after medical, 485 weeks are not granted yet.
They should be fine.
It is better.
The longer it takes, the better it is. Beamer ki keh rahe?
Beamer, hello sir. Are we applicable for medical on partner visa 820 if the visa is still in process?
You should be able to. You should be able to apply for Medicare on bridging visa A.
Is it permanent medical 820 visa?
No, it is temporary
No,
visa.
no,
they should.
I think it's no.
Partner visa allows you access to Medicare.
Really?
Yeah. Bridging visa A. Bridging visa A for partner visa, but bridging visa A should be active. If your bridging visa A is not active, then may not be possible.
Medica portal, how long it takes to grant TR dependent visa? 1 month to 2 months.
TR dependent,
yes.
Sometimes it can take up to 2 to 3 months, or sometimes 4
2
months. Which is subsequent entrant.
Yeah. Yes, I understand. Yes, 2 months. Recently we have got in 1.5 months.
2 yeah
2 months
1 to
and
2
1.5
months, yeah.
months and one
roughly 2
one-
months, but
one-
these times may change in future. Okay. ਕੁਲਜੀਤ ਸੰਘਾ ਕੀ ਪੁੱਛ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ?
ਕੁਲਜੀਤ ਸੰਘਾ ਜੀ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਨੇ? ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੋ ਵੀਰੇ ਕੁਲਜੀਤ ਸੰਘਾ ਜੀ? Sir, 80 points for 491 in Victoria, working as an enrolled nurse.
ਆ ਜਾਊਂਗਾ 491 ਆਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ.
Good chances. Mrs. ਕੁਲਜੀਤ ਸੰਘਾ ਜੀ
ਆਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. 80 points ਤੇ ਆਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਟੈਸਮੇਨੀਆ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰੋ ਅਗਰ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਅਲਾਉ ਕਰਦਾ ਤਾਂ. ਟੈਸਮੇਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ
ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਅਲਾਉ ਕਰਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ
ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਅਲਾਉ ਕਰਦਾ, ਫੁੱਲ ਟਾਈਮ ਜੌਬ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਟੈਸਮੇਨੀਆ, 6-8 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਦਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੈਗਾ, ਚਾਂਸਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਟੈਸਮੇਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ। ਅਗਰ
ਰੀਜਨਲ ਏਰੀਆ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਮਾ ਕਲੋਜ਼ਰ ਰੀਜਨਲ ਏਰੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਗੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਦੂਰ ਹੋ। It depends.
So if you're just in Wollert, if you're just in Clyde North, then बहुत competition. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ far flung regional area ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ, like 200-300 kilometers away from Melbourne, you've got high chances for 491. They want to see that actually you're really committed to regional area. They don't want to see people who are just sitting outskirts of Melbourne, because that defeats the whole purpose. ਭੀੜ ਥੋੜੀ ਘਟਦੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਸੋਚਣੀ ਹੈ ਗੱਲ। ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਦਾਰ ਵਧੀਆ ਏਜੰਟ ਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦਾ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਇੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉੱਧਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਓ, ਕਲਾਈਡ ਨਾਰਥ ਚਲ ਜਾਓ, ਵੋਲਰ ਚਲ ਜਾਓ, ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਸਟਿਲ ਵਿਦ ਇਨ ਮੈਲਬਰਨ। ਦੋ ਬਸ ਸਿਰ ਉਹਦਾ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੀਜਨਲ ਪੋਸਟ ਕੋਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਖਿਆ, ਭੀੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਘਟਣੀ। ਜਸਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ, hello sir, aged care RN in Queensland, 85 points. What are the chances? At 85 points, Jasdeep, very high chances for you to get is he your friend?
No.
Jasdeep? No. So very high chances for you to get 189 because your points are pretty good. Okay. Sharma is asking, any chance for PhD botany India skill assessment in private tutor, points for 85. If you're PhD in botany in India, look, having private tutor skills assessment does not really help a lot, because this occupation is not in priority, and given the state allocation is very limited in last couple of years, and we expect the same in this financial year as well, I don't think private tutor would have much chances of being invited, because it is easier to get private tutor skills assessment. So my recommendation, if you have PhD degree in botany, find some skilled job. It could be any skill, find in a lab or somewhere, and probably get skills assessment in an occupation that allows you to choose one or the other occupation in that science category. So that's where you may have higher chances. Or university tutor or lecturer could also be another thing. You've got a PhD degree. That is something also you can look at. Suri W, is there any chance of getting invited in Western Australia for ECT with 75 points in 189? At 75 points, you have limited chances for 189, and it doesn't really matter in 189 where you are living. Even if you are in Western Australia, you're eligible. So when you talk about 189, where you are located doesn't really make any difference. So you could be located anywhere in Australia, and even offshore, it is all about points. So when you throw me a question about 189, just talk about points. Don't tell me the location, because it is of no relevance for 189. But location is of relevance for 190 as well as 491. Okay, how about we take some calls?
Yes, we can do that. So
all right, guys, so we have decided to take some calls today. Generally, I used to take calls in the past, but today, then we stopped for some time. I am going to take calls today. Not yet. Not my number, which is here. Let me get set up here first, and then I'll ask you guys to call us. So anyone who calls us during live show agrees to the terms and conditions that your voice would be broadcasted live on TikTok and other social media platforms,
Facebook and YouTube. And if you don't want to do so, please don't call us. And we are not going to call back, and we don't have a system of queue. We can't make your call in the queue. So we will just take calls on ongoing basis. Whosoever is able to connect with us, we can take that call. But unfortunately, I won't be able to queue the calls. We don't have that system yet.
because sometimes we do take calls, sometimes we don't. So it is just abrupt on the spot. Now we are ready to take calls. If you guys need to speak to us live during this call, we are happy to take calls. You can call us on 0452169200, and no WhatsApp calls, please. I'm not taking any calls from WhatsApp because we don't know where the calls are coming from. So you have to call us on Australian number and in normal phone. No WhatsApp calls.
So we are not taking WhatsApp calls even from any other country. We are just taking Australian number calls.
Yeah.
Just
so no WhatsApp calls.
Call us straight away from the number.
From the phone. Yeah.
From the phone. Yeah.
This is just annoying. You can call me, guys. I'm not sure how to not accept the call. That's good. All right. So you can call us 0452169200. Your call should not come from WhatsApp number. So if you call us from WhatsApp, we are not accepting any calls from WhatsApp.
We are not accepting WhatsApp calls, guys.
You got to call us from it.
So someone is calling us from on
WhatsApp.
From WhatsApp.
So unfortunately, we can't accept this.
We are not taking WhatsApp calls, please.
Okay, so Victor Jason is saying, sir, I have accepted the invitation for 119 New South Wales and submitted on February 2025. Any idea when can I get the grant? So current processing times for 190 visa are roughly 12 to 18 months. I can have a quick look again here. So you have lodged your file on 20th of Feb, say 15th of Feb. I'll take like 15th of Feb.
I'm just checking, okay. It is not available. Showing not available.
The phone is showing not available. Okay, just give me. So sorry guys, I had some issues with the phone, so I'm going to restart the phone, and you'll be able to take. We'll be able to take calls in a minute. My apologies because the system. The phone.
So number is given in here.
I just restarted the phone, waiting for the phone to get restarted.
Number is here,
number
guys.
Is here. You can see the number on banner. Okay, so I've got this screen displayed in front of you.
So Facebook and YouTube people may think that what he's doing like this.
That's okay. There we go. I'm going to show you the global processing time. This one. There we go. So if you have lodged your 190 on 15th of February, we are looking at least 18 months from February before your file opens. Okay. Some applications may be decided by chance from before that, but in most cases, it is taking up to 18 or 19 months.
For they extended their time.
Yeah, it is increasing and decreasing depending on how many applications we are dealing with. Oh, I can't really figure out.
Yeah, you can have through this call.
It's going to be difficult. I'm receiving call from my watch. Now we are ready to take calls, guys. Apologies for this mix-up, but now you can call me. 0452. Yeah, maybe. Hello.
Hello.
Hanji, can we start with your name, please?
Vikas Kumar Jaswal.
Vikas. Where are you located, Vikas?
In Sydney.
Okay. And you're in Sydney. And what is your current visa?
I have applied for my 485 visa.
You have just applied, or?
Yeah, it's been 4 weeks. It's not granted yet.
Okay, that's okay. All right. What are your questions, Vikas? Can everyone hear us? Please give me a thumbs up if you guys are able to hear us.
Yeah, like I have done my certificate for diploma of hospitality management.
Just give me one sec.
And my GRP is continuing. It's been.
Yeah, just give me one sec, my friend.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, here we go. So, guys, we're taking call from Mr. Vikas Kumar Jaswal. He's, I think, from Sydney. Okay, you are hearing his voice. So we will listen to Vikas's story and see what we can do best. Okay, so you have done Cert 3 and Cert 4.
No, Cert 4 in kitchen management and
Mhm.
diploma of hospitality management.
Okay, and total 2 years.
Total 2 years, yeah.
Okay, how old are you?
Currently, I am 24.
Single.
No, married.
And country of passport?
Nepal.
You are actually undergoing the same thing that we generally do over the consultation as well. So that's good. You're saving $165 because just to let you know. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is great. All right. So and what is your current work?
I'm doing as a chef.
You're doing as a chef. How long you been working as a chef?
Yeah, before when I was studying, I was doing as a chef also, and after my study, I am doing full time as a chef.
How many years of work experience do you have full time as a chef?
Full time maybe 1 year.
And part time?
Part time 2 years.
Okay. Are you enrolled for JRP?
Yeah, already.
2 years. Okay. All right. That's good. And what is your highest level of education?
Diploma.
Okay. And you are located in New South Wales Metro? I mean, Sydney?
Yes, Sydney, yeah.
Okay. What is your level of English?
I have given my PT for my TR is 7.
Is that each or overall?
Nah, it's 7, not less than 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Is that IELTS or PT?
PT.
That's fine. Okay. Now, so what are your questions?
Like, what are the PR chances and which state is good? Do I need to move from Sydney or like that?
So
Like that is
first of all, because I want to ask you, what do you
Yeah.
know? So what do you know so far? So I can just add on top of what you already know.
Yeah, so I just know that I have to do my JRP,
Mm-hmm.
and I
That's-
am doing that, and after that, like sponsorship visa
Mm-hmm.
from the employer, but I don't want to take it. I don't want to take the poetry sponsorship. I want to do it
Yeah.
by my own.
And
If I don't do it by
Have
my
you
own, then I
also
will
gone? Have you also gone and booked appointment with any migration agent so far?
Nah,
Never. Okay.
not with a migration agent.
Okay. All right, guys. So very, like I've got a typical scenario here because just give me 1 sec. Let me have chat with all the audience out there. Now, most of the viewers who are watching us live on TikTok as well as on other platforms, I want you guys to raise your hands or say me, or just raise your hand. Just type in the comment box me or raise your hand if you can relate to Vikas's scenario, because there are lots of people we talk to on daily basis are in the similar situation. You have just finished your diploma, hospitality, applied for 485 visa. If you are one of them, I want you to just raise your hand. If you can just do a gesture with that emoji, or you can just type in the comment box me. Okay, I want to see how many of you are in the similar situation so I can address everyone at the same time. So I've got Gurpreet on TikTok. He's saying me. Is there anyone else who can relate to Vikas's scenario? Okay. All right. There are a couple of people out there. All right. So first of all, one thing that you really need to understand, Vikas, this is high time for you to talk to a migration agent. We are going to talk a lot of things in this call as well. Okay.
Yeah.
But you may not fully trust it because everyone is able to hear everything. And if I need to ask more questions from you, you may or may not want to answer during this live call. Okay. So if you are not able to do so, then I would recommend you later on to book appointment with me and make a reference that you have spoken to me.
You can ask me. You can ask me anything.
Okay, no problems. All right. So first of all, if you stay within Sydney, so let's first talk about the timeline. Your 485 visa, have you got the PSA outcome already?
Yeah.
So that means your 485 visa will be decided in next 3 to 4 weeks. So if I just put a date on the grant of your 485 visa as 15th of September, from 15th of September, when your visa is granted, you are going to have only 18 months, which will take you until 15th of March 2027. Okay.
Yeah.
Now your job ready program you have already started. You can claim maximum 3 months of work experience in the past. So at least your job ready program will take, if not less, at least 12 months from today.
Yeah.
Okay. So you will have your job ready program finished in September next year.
Yeah.
Now, if your current employer is very strong and they really like you and they rely on your skills to run their business, you may be able to speak to them. If you don't want to move anywhere else, then you may be able to speak to them right now for your employer sponsored visa. So you get them ready. Okay. You can think about 482 if you don't want to change the location. But if your employer is not willing to do so, and if you have great cooking skills, there is alternative option for you to move regional New South Wales and probably find a good high paid job there. Anywhere in bigger town in regional New South Wales, if you're able to find employment, you can also target a subclass of 491 regional from New South Wales. We have a direct state nomination pathway under pathway 1 in New South Wales regional. That could be another option. And if you want to actually target both things, then you can move now, okay, and start working with the regional New South Wales employer. If you are working at a certain salary, then you are targeting 491 as well. And if your 491 does not click until your visa runs out, few months, 2 or 3 months before your visa runs out, then you can pursue chats with your employer to go for employer sponsored visa, whether it is 482 in regional New South Wales, even 494 is possible too, or even 186 if by that time if you meet all the criteria. So that would be my suggestion to you. Your English seems to be limited. It seems you won't be able to gain very high points. So we always recommend people according to their capabilities. It is just not an umbrella advice to everyone. So for you to target 491 and for employer sponsored visa in future, probably moving to regional New South Wales at this stage with a good job offer. Don't give any breaks in between. So keep applying for jobs. Go and do a trial. If the people like you, then you take their offer and then quit job here and then join in a couple of days in another employer. So you don't have a big gap in the employment, and that will help you with finishing your job ready program on time and will help you to figure out your pathways in future too.
So what about Perth? Moving to Perth, is that okay?
I don't think moving to Perth is giving you any advantage. Remember, guys, look, when you move to Perth, you are also losing your commitment to New South Wales too, right? So you are not getting any laddu in Perth. Do you understand laddu? Yeah. So you're not getting any laddu in Perth. So laddu is an Indian sweet for those people.
Even in Nepal, I think they also
laddu,
say
yeah.
laddu.
So you're not getting any laddu. Those laddu are only sold on TikTok. Okay. Those laddus are not for real. Okay. So making a move to any state by just listening to someone on TikTok is not a wise move, unless you have a real definite plan out there. Because in Western Australia as well, there are lots of people waiting for invites. So they are not actually inviting you to come there. So I would recommend regional New South Wales. Regional New South Wales. Absolutely. With the full-time job. What is your current package, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
It's like 72.
Yeah, so your package is good. That means you've got great skills. You've got great skills. You've got options that any regional employer will be happy to take you in as an employee. And in future, you can target 491. If that doesn't work, then ask that employer to sponsor you and see at that particular point in time whether you have 3 years full-time work experience, or your employer can do 186 direct entry as well for you.
Also, my current employer is willing to sponsor me, but I don't want to take the sponsor from there. That's why.
If you don't want to take sponsor from them, then target 491 and then probably find a better employer. Remember, you got to understand it's all about demand and supply. So if you are working in a metro area, if you leave the job today, they're gonna find someone else who will fit in your shoes. But if you were to work in a regional area, if you leave that particular place, then if the business is not able to replace you right away, they're going to lose money every day. So they agree more frequently as compared to employers in the in the area where a lot of people are are easy to find for that particular occupation.
You are correct. Yeah.
Yep, I'm not talking rocket science. It is very simple logic. Okay, there's no rocket science what I'm trying to say. But what happens, you're only 24 years age, and you're smart, you're working as a chef, so you have got employer lined up, which is great. This is what we want in any prospective applicant who are looking to get PR in Australia. Understand what your options are and have the best person backing you up when you're making those critical decisions. You're very lucky to call me today, and I've given you a full plan, and I would love to assist you whether you go for employer sponsored visa or general skilled migration in future. Always here to help.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have anything else? So guys, now you can get ready for calling me again, because we are about to finish our call with Mr. Vikas. All the best. Take care.
That's a good advice. Thank you for that.
No problems at all. If you need any assistance in future, if you want to talk to me, please book appointment. If you want us to assist you, we also help you. We can help you with Job Ready program. We can help you with making a move, probably suggesting what areas are best in terms of regional area in New South Wales, and bits and pieces out there. Okay? All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Next caller, please. Hello.
Hello.
How are we?
Good. How are you, Mahendra?
That's good. Karthik, is that you?
Yes, that's
Your number is already
I
saved.
saw your session actually.
That's okay. Yeah, that's good. Tell me, what's your question?
So, as you know, I've seen you before, and I completed my Master of Social Work.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm working as a social worker at the Royal Adelaide Hospital.
Absolutely, that's good. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, my question is that I did approach you for the general skilled migration and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't proceeded yet.
That's okay.
What happened is one of my friends suggested someone else, and I've submitted my EUI for 189
Mm-hmm.
at 85
It's
points.
Karthik, it's very interesting to know for me, what was the reason? So was just the reason that someone was going there, so you went with him there as well? Or is there any difference that you could see between the services? It is so important for me to know. And while everyone else is watching there, and we stand very, very high in terms of our professional services, I would love to hear your feedback. What was the reason you went with some other agent when I had quoted you? Was it just the price, or was it something else? I'm always open, and I'm always open for any complaints or compliments during live shows.
So there was no particular reason. It was just that a lot of my friends were going with the other migration agent, and
Okay.
now I don't feel it's supported enough there. And I'm thinking to seek advice from you, and maybe even come back to you as a client, because my experience with you has been amazing
Mm-hmm.
previously. So that's the whole point why I'm doing this call to you. Because
That's
I'm
okay,
not
Karthik. So what we're
feeling
gonna
that
do?
The agent that I'm with right now.
That's fine,
is supporting
Karthik. I'm gonna cut you off. Sorry, because you are already with me. You've been with me. So what I would recommend, you give me a call anytime tomorrow, okay? And then we
Okay.
can discuss. So we are because I'm going to be online until 7. I would love to take a couple of other calls. So for you, your details, I've written you letter of advice. It is just a matter of onboarding you again. No issues whatsoever. So give me a call tomorrow and we'll get it sorted out.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No
Thanks.
problem. You're always welcome. Bye bye. Next caller, please. So many calls are coming. We only have limited time today. So I'm going to start with your name, please.
Yes, my name is Mufaro.
Okay. And Amy, what should I call you? Sorry.
Just call Mo.
Mo. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you located here?
I'm in Melbourne.
Melbourne. Okay. And what is your current visa?
I'm currently on a graduate visa.
Yeah. When does that end?
This call will be recorded. Sorry?
When would that end? Are you recording the call?
Yes.
Look,
Okay.
I would not allow you as such because we're talking
Okay.
on an open platform. I mean, there's no harm,
This
but
call is no longer being recorded.
that's good. That's
okay, that's okay.
yeah, that's good. All right. So you are on a graduate visa. When does your visa end?
So I want to add something
Yeah.
here, Mr. Mohinder. So Mo, actually, so if you want to know about this information again, then you can open our YouTube channel. The information is recorded there,
As
so
well.
you can use that one.
Oh, that's good. Good
Yeah.
addition. Yeah.
Yes,
Wonderful.
you can use that one. Just see the timing. That what time we are
Yeah. So
talking now.
19th of August. That's a live show you can track on.
So
and
yeah, so
this
our
information will be
YouTube
recorded
platform
there.
has all the live shows, and
They're
this
also-
call may be recorded over there, so you can check for the information there. Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about
no
what is the end date of your 485 visa.
Mhm.
It is the same person, isn't it?
Yes. कटेगा क्या phone?
Somehow, not sure what happened.
कर लो मैं।
I would call.
Yeah.
See,
ये तो हुआ है।
it's a different one.
2 hours. This
Yeah,
is
same
not
person.
Mo. This is not Mo. I think it is ending with the
No, it is same person.
009.
04.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So.
I'll see because I know a little bit and I don't want to leave them in between. Guys, we are taking some calls today. Apologies, I'm not able to. Maybe not interested. That's fine. All right. So any other caller, if you want to talk to me, you can call me at 0452169200. We have 4 minutes in this live show, so you'll be able to have chat with me for next 4 minutes. Okay. Is there anyone who is interested to book appointment with us? Generally, our consultation charges are $165. So was
There's
that
so
a
many
diff-
calls. It was a different one. Yes, the number was
Okay.
ending with 786. Now it is with 967.
Okay, I have to.
It is
take
hard to.
this. It's difficult. All right, here we go. So I'm going to take this one. I am so sorry, guys, for this mix-up.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me? Sat Shri Akal ji. Ki naam hai ਤੁਹਾਡਾ?
Sir, Sahil.
Sahil. How are you, Sahil?
Sir, मैं तो पहले भी कुछ रिपोर्ट किया था जेड़ा PhD को
ठीक है. Just give me 1 sec,
So
Sahil.
Sahil, थोड़ी आवाज घट आ रही है, please.
थोड़ी आगे. हाँ. So what was your question, Sahil?
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ PhD ਬੋਟਨੀ ਰਿਗਾਰਡਿੰਗ
PhD botany. Yes.
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ
Hmm.
ਸਰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਸਟੇਟ ਆਫਰ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਸਟੇਟ ਤੇ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਆਏ
देखो प्राइवेट ट्यूटर ਦਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਐਸਾ ਕੋਈ ਡਾਟਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਵੇਟ ਟਿਊਟਰ ਦਾ ਅਗਰ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ just give me 1 sec let me check if I'm able to find any data for private
ਕਿਹੜੀ
tutor.
ਸਟੇਟ ਨੇ ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਤੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਰ
no one is able to give you that information as such ਕਿੰਨੇ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ
ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਰ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਫੀਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਸਾਈਟ ਤੇ EOI ਸਟੇਟਸ ਸਿਲੈਕਟ ਤੇ
look I look वो भी ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਬੜੀ vague ਹੈ
ਅੱਛਾ
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਲੁੱਕ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਵਧੀਆ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਸਾਹਿਲ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਨੋਮੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਐਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ so everyone is trying to bring up something related in the same field ठीक है but all data because there are lots of duplicate EOIs out there उस data ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਾਂ ਅਗਰ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ 50% rely ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ it's okay but you can't fully rely on that data either
So
we also have access to that data too skill select so if you just go skill select EOI data if you just google skill select EOI data you can navigate that platform yourself it is very simple no rocket science ਥੋੜਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ play ਕਰਕੇ you can definitely figure out ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ indication ਮਿਲ ਜਾਊਗੀ but specifically I won't trust that data either to 100% even ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਾਂ ANSCO ਦਾ search ਕਰਦੇ this is a third party application we use they also take this data from skill select website as well
ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਸਰ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਬ੍ਰਦਰ ਦੀ ਵਾਈਫ ਲਈ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨੇ ਬੇਟੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਵਾਈਫ ਲਈ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਪੀਆਰ ਹੈ ਇੱਥੇ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਉਹਦਾ 309 ਪਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ 309
ਕਦ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ 309
ਇਹ ਲਾਸਟ ਮੰਥ ਹੀ ਪਾਇਆ ਸੀ
ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਵਾਈਫ
ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਹੈ
ਜੌਬ ਕਰਦੇ
ਨਹੀਂ ਜੌਬ ਜੂ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੁਝ
ਓਕੇ ਜੌਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਓਕੇ ਰਾਈਟ ਓਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਟੂਰਿਸਟ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਵੀ ਟਰਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਪਹਿਲੇ
ਟੂਰਿਸਟ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ ਮੈਂ
ਨਹੀਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਲੈਣੇ ਮਾਈਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਏਜੰਟ ਨੇ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿਦਾਂ
ਨਹੀਂ ਸਰ ਮੈਂ ਖੁਦ ਹੀ ਪਾਇਆ
ਦੇਖੋ 309 ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸਿੰਗ ਟਾਈਮਸ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਕਰੰਟਲੀ 2 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੱਕ ਨੇ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ currently 2 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੱਕ and there is no hope ਕਿ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਇੰਪਰੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਏ ਡਿਪਾਰਟਮੈਂਟ is working on it but we don't know ਕਿ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਕਰ ਡਿਪਾਰਟਮੈਂਟ ਡਿਲੀਵਰੀ ਕਰ ਪਾਊਗਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ so given the fact that she is not currently employed tourist visa is also going to be difficult ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੇਜ ਔਖਾ ਸੌਖਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੀ ਪੈਣਾ
1.5-2 ਸਾਲ ਤਾਂ ਮਿਨੀਮਮ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਾ ਹੀ ਲਓ
ਹਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਇੰਨਾ ਕੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਮਤਲਬ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ
ਇੰਨੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੈ
ਡੇਟ ਤੇ 2 ਠੀਕ ਹੈ
ਇੰਨੇ ਟਾਈਮ
ਐਂਡ ਯੂ نو ਗਿਵਨ ਦੈਟ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਮੈਂ ਐਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਆਪ ਪਾਈ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਬਲੌਗ ਫੋਲੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਮੈਂ ਹੋਰ ਅੱਜਕੱਲ ਪਾਰਟਨਰ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਦਾ ਕੇਸ ਕਰਿਆ ਆਮ ਜਸਟ ਟੈਲਿੰਗ ਯੂ from my heart so this person also you know had they were following a page for partner visa and they prepared all these 100 like I don't know 60-70 documents they have prepared and when I looked at their file you know only 10% of the documents they were relevant
so yes it depends upon the
it
depends upon your documents
kitni strong
documents
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਲਾਈਕ ਫੀਸ ਥੋੜੀ ਘੱਟ ਲੈ ਲਿਓ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕਰ ਤਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਜਿਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰਿਵਿਊ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਡਾਕੂਮੈਂਟਸ
look there is, so for us as an agent for us to assist you either you are 100% in or you are not because ਕਾਫੀ ਸਾਰੀ applications ਅਸੀਂ you know middle
ਰਿਵਿਊ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਘੱਟ ਦੇ ਵਰਦੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀ ਹੋ
look look if you have specific questions ठीक है review karna nahi I won't say review I won't review your whole file but if you have questions related to documents sir main a paya is there anything else that I can add I would recommend ki tusi appointment book kar lo te privately ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ questions ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ address ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ rather than me giving a form 956 and taking importing your application because that will involve client onboarding and whole pura stuff involved ਹੁੰਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫਾਈਲ ਵੀ ਰਿਵਿਊ ਕਰਨੀ ਰეკਮੈਂਡ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਾਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਬਟ ਡਿਪੈਂਡਿੰਗ ਅਪਨ you know ਸਾਡੀ ਰੇਂਜ ਪਾਰਟਨਰ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਦੀ 4000 ਤੇ 7000 ਤੱਕ you know can change you can vary ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਬਟ I'm not sure ਕਿ ਕਿਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਿਨੈਰੀਓ ਹੈ
ਉਹ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਰਟਨਰ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਐਕਸਪੈਂਸਿਵ ਹੈ
ਹਾਂ look
ਨਹੀਂ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ
not necessarily you know we also do certain applications in under that you know thing as well it all depends on your individual circumstance मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ recommend करूँ I really want to help you as much as I can ਤੁਸੀਂ appointment book ਕਰ ਲਿਓ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਫਿਰ ਅਗਰ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਾ ਕਿ it is worth going with me then I can give you quotation depending upon ਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ application ਕੀ detail ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਰੈਫਰੈਂਸ ਵੀ ਦੂੰਗਾ ਇਸ ਕਾਲ ਦਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ
absolutely no problems at all ਠੀਕ ਹੈ
ਚਲੋ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ
ਨੇਮ ਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਹਿਲ ਹੈ
ਸਾਹਿਲ ਹੈ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਹਿਲ
ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਵੇਟਲੀ ਨੰਬਰ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਾਲ ਕਰਦਾ
ਹਾਂ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਫ ਨੂੰ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਾਲ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਪਾਇੰਟਮੈਂਟ ਬੁੱਕ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਤੇ ठीक है?
ठीक है सर.
Okay, thank you. That's all, guys. It is time for us to go. Thank you very much for your time today. I hope we were able to address some questions. I know there are lots of things coming up still, but no more calls.
You should take this
Yeah.
call, this last call. I think so. This is from Moon. I think so.
Okay. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? I think there are some issues with the signal.
I'm not sure.
That's why. Thank you very much, guys. That's all for today's live show. If you guys haven't hit that follow or subscribe button, please do not do it now, because we are going to come back again on Thursday. So we'll have like a little bit longer session on Thursday, more or less at the same time, and we are going to post a slide before that. So all the best. Take care, and we'll see you guys in our next live show.
Oh, good. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.